And here we go. I'm nervous. It's only a $10,000 engine, right? Oh man. Okay guys, I've put this off for far too long. Today we are going to try and figure out my number 8 spark plug issue. If you're new to the channel and don't know what that means, long story short, when I first bought this car and got it home, my dad noticed that the number 8 spark plug wire boot stuck out of the valve cover about a 1/4 inch more than the rest of the spark plug wire boots. That's obviously not normal, so I started to do some investigating and basically came to the conclusion that the number 8 spark plug is not threading into the spark plug hole all the way. There are a few potential root causes for this. The first theory is that the spark plug was replaced at some point, it wasn't tightened down properly, and it started to back out. And as it backed out over time, carbon started to build up on the lower level threads. And now the carbon has hardened, which is preventing the spark plug from threading into the hole all the way. Another theory is that the spark plug has been cross-threaded. And the last theory I'm gonna mention is that there is a washer or two stuck down in there. 93 to 95 model year ZR1s use a tapered seat spark plug, like this one, and 90 to 92 model year ZR1s use a washer seat type configuration. According to Mark Hybeck, all LT5 heads are machined to accept both types. And it's possible that at some point someone used a washer type spark plug on this car, and there may be a washer or two stuck down in the spark plug hole, which would prevent the tapered seat spark plug from threading in all the way. So those are a few theories. Honestly, with cars, who knows? Anything is possible. The first thing we need to do is remove the spark plug wire and the spark plug. Here's my sweet socket and extension configuration. The number 8 spark plug is tougher to get to, but I can get it out with this setup. It's not pretty, but it works. Some guys say you can remove part of this HVAC box to get better access, but I can get the spark plug out no problem without doing that. Once I get the spark plug out, we are going to stick this borescope down into the hole to see what we can see, and hopefully we can figure out what's going on. All right, the spark plug wire has been removed and the spark plug is out. I've got the borescope all set up and connected to my phone, and the camera is down in the spark plug hole. Let's take a look and see what's down there. Here we go. Bear with me guys, I just got this borescope and I'm still learning how to use it and dial in the settings. It's definitely a little dirty down here. I don't see any washers. I don't see any visual signs or evidence of cross-threading. I do see that there is some corrosion on those lower threads. All right, so based on what I'm seeing, I think that the issue might just be that corrosion. The first thing I want to try and do is spray some Seafoam Deep Creep down into the hole onto the threads and let it sit overnight in hopes that it may dissolve and break up some of that corrosion and carbon buildup. And then I'll reinstall the old spark plug to see if there's any improvement with how far it threads in. Okay guys, it's the next day. We're back down in the hole, and visually, I don't really see much of an improvement. Everything pretty much looks the same as it did yesterday. I'm gonna go ahead and reinstall the spark plug to see how it feels. All right, I tried reinstalling the spark plug and there was no noticeable difference. So on to plan B. Plan B entails chasing the spark plug threads. And I need a little bit more room down in here to do this. So as you can see, I removed part of the HVAC box. There it is right there. It's just held in by 3 screws. It's pretty easy to get out, and it does create a lot of room. There's a lot of room down in here now for activities. I'm going to apply some grease to the chaser threads, which should catch any metal shavings or debris. I'm really hoping this will do the trick. It should really clean out the threads down in there and remove any corrosion or carbon buildup. Okay guys, moment of truth. I got grease on the chaser threads, and here we go. I'm nervous. I really hope this fixes the issue. It's only a $10,000 engine, right? all done. I think it went pretty well. As you can see, there is a lot of crap on the chaser. There are metal shavings and just a bunch of gunk on there. So looks like we got a lot out, which is good. Now I feel like I just need to clean out the spark plug hole, try and reinstall a plug and see how it feels. That's pretty nasty. I'm pretty sure that worked, guys. Here is the old spark plug that I reinstalled. And as you can see, there is grease around the tapered seat of the spark plug, which means it got down far enough into the threads to seat. I don't think there would be grease around that tapered edge if it didn't go all the way into the hole. Oh man, that's awesome. That was kind of scary. I haven't cleaned out any of the grease yet. That's the next thing I need to do, and I'm not quite sure how to do it. I just cleaned off the chaser. Look at all this crap, you guys. Look at that pile of metal shavings and other garbage. Okay, the cleanup is done. And I had to get creative with how I did the cleanup. Basically, I've been zip tying Q-tips and towels to my golf alignment rods and shoving them down in the hole. It actually has worked pretty well. I also blew compressed air down into the hole to blow out any metal shavings or debris that may be loose down in there. I also got my vacuum nozzle down in there as much as possible. So now let me get you guys down in there and you can see how it looks. It's not perfect, but as you can see, it does look better down here, especially those lower threads. They cleaned up nicely. The top of the piston is black because I blew all of the excess deep creep onto it with the compressed air, but it'll burn off. I've done everything I can to make sure that there isn't any debris or metal shavings down in the hole. But if there is, I'm just counting on it incinerating and burning off. Now it's time to install a new spark plug. Off camera, I already replaced all the other spark plugs. And as you can see, I went with NGKs. These are TR55IXs, part number 7164. These seem to be a pretty popular option for the LT5 engine, so I'm gonna give them a shot. I'm definitely pleasantly surprised that the spark plugs in the LT5 are pretty easy to change. Here is a look at the old Autolite spark plugs that the previous owner said he installed about a year ago. These plugs are currently gapped at 59 thousandths, which is not correct for this car. So that's one issue that will be fixed as a result of changing them out. Out of the box, these NGKs are also gapped at 59 thousandths. Apparently 90 to 92 cars call for a gap of 35 thousandths and 93 to 95 cars call for a gap of 50 thousandths. I definitely think that's the range you want to be in, but if you go out on the Corvette forums, you'll notice that a lot of guys are all over the place. You'll see some guys swear up and down that 35 thousandths is the sweet spot for all model year ZR1s. You'll see some guys say that 43 thousandths is the sweet spot. Some guys say 47, some guys say 50. Again, it's just kind of all over the place. I am gonna go with 40, just because it just kind of feels right. I'm really hoping that between fixing the number 8 spark plug issue and gapping all of the spark plugs correctly, the car will run a lot better and my power loss issue that I mentioned in a previous video will be gone. New spark plug is in. It went in great. I've got the spark plug wire reinstalled, and as you can see, the height of the spark plug wire boot is perfect. I'm so happy about this, guys. And again, I really hope this helps the car run better. So the last thing to do is put everything back together and see how she runs. Everything is back together and buttoned up. I ended up replacing this vacuum line because as I've been working over here, I noticed that the old one is toast. It's old and cracked and needed to be replaced. As I was pulling off the old hose, I found this hard rubber shard inside of it. I have no idea what it might be from, but I'm glad I found it. This can't be good for anything. Problem solved. The car feels great. It idles smooth, it runs smooth, no more missing or stumbling. and I have good power. I'll keep you guys posted, but I think she's fixed. I want to give a big shout out to Mark Hybeck. I emailed him a few times throughout this process and he responded quickly and gave me some great information. So Mark, if you ever see this, thank you so much. That's gonna do it for this video, guys. I want to thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed it, please smash that thumbs up button. Remember to subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll see you guys in the next one.